some form of autism.
What's happening, TT? Just like this straight cookie motherfucker.
There she go. Look at you. Look at you. I didn't see. Happy Wednesday. Got my lemon. Woo! Let's see. Can't settle in on what I want. One day, them record labels in Atlanta gonna thank me. I didn't even know. They're gonna be like, I don't even know how I did that. Couldn't even write back at you, Mr. Jefferson. I didn't know I was out there infringing copyrights already. I didn't decide on my music. But they are. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. They're gonna say, oh, that's that lady that loves our music. That's right. That's right. That's right. There's something in my head all day. That's right, Mr. Jefferson. Get money. Get money. Get money. Get money. Refuse. Refuse. Right, Miss Davis? Refuse to be broke. Said get money. Yeah. Well, I don't need to turn that on in the car. What'd you say?
We can't have it. Being broke, no. Yeah, that's against my religion. Against my religion.
I was like,
Uh-uh.
I was like live, like 7 minutes. I didn't even know it was live, like 7 minutes. Exactly. That's right. They're gonna be like, lady, you were infringing on copyright for 7 minutes tonight. Like, that's okay. Because we refuse to be broke. Because we're gonna get some money. Thank you, little baby. But I tell you, they know what's up. And that's right. We have to make a commitment. And I know that like these 10 thoughts that I have, like I can't like this is just like the edge. Like I just let it flow. Like whenever I want to talk about refuse to be broke. One year I just did a whole theme. That's why that, refuse to be broke.com. If you put that in the website, if you put in refuse, the number 2, be broke.com, you're coming straight to me because I refuse to be broke. And that's been a lifetime commitment. I've been working, Ms. Golightly, for as long as I can remember. Right, Ms. Davis? We just been working, and that's just what we do. That's just what we do. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's just being smart, like, and learning to enjoy what you do. Just choosing when you have a great work ethic, you can do stuff that you love. and people love for you to be around. And you don't have to worry about getting a job because they gonna want to hire you because you gonna have good references because you do good work, right, Miss Mac? You do good work. The challenge is going to be choosing which one, choosing where you want to be, and making sure that you are being paid correctly. You know, and that's why I have. I mean, you can be wealthy working for somebody, or you can get wealthy working on your own. I've been an entrepreneur, performance based my entire career. So even when I was working for someone, I had to perform. I was in sales. You know, even as a stockbroker, you're performance based, so you're getting paid commission. So you got to, it's not like your, salary and that's all you're making. No, so I mean, and that's with most jobs now. You got to be safe. If you're working in an industrial plant, if you want to get that bonus, you got to make sure that everybody's safe. If you're, you know, bus driver, you got to be safe, or you're not going to get your bonus, like Mr. Jones was. Like if are doing something, you got to make sure that you have a certain amount of production in whatever you do, right? Art, how you doing? So performance based stuff is just going to be everywhere. So, just one, I would say, my number one that I shared in the invitation is that if we want to refuse to be broke, that has to become your mindset. You have to change your mind from that broke mentality that I don't have money, I don't have it, I never had the money. I'll never have enough money. I ain't never gonna have this. I can't get that. I ain't gonna get what I want. My family ain't never had nothing. We ain't gonna never have nothing. I'm broke. My kids gonna be broke. My grandchildren gonna be broke. Everybody gonna be broke. We just broke. Our middle name is broke. We broke. You got you have to change that mentality to one of like that you're not if you don't have money at the current situation, you still can have a mentality that is drawing wealth to you. You still can be acquiring things because you can be of a broke mentality but still making a lot of money, because a broke mentality is one who is just constantly acquiring more debt. That's why you have all of these people in Hollywood who are dying broke. So remember, a broke person is a person who has more liabilities than they have assets. So a rich person is not a person that has a lot of stuff. Don't believe that hype that just because they have this huge house, this big car, red bottom shoes, nice purse, big dress, fake boobs, fake butt, they got a whole bunch of stuff, and it looks like they got a lot of money, you know what I mean? And that they have, you know what I mean, that they're not broke. If if they owe to the bank more money than they have in assets to pay that bank, or those people that they owe, they're broke. Assets minus liabilities. If it is a negative number, that's brokenness. So, and if they're continuing just because they're saying, oh, you got this great credit score, you're approved for more stuff. Here, buy more stuff. Here, you're in the military. You can buy more stuff. Here, get more furniture. Here, get another motorcycle. Here, get another car. Here, get some more clothes. Here, get some more furniture. Here, get some more stuff. And you're becoming more and more and more broke. Here, take some more classes. Here, get another degree. Here, get another. Here, get another. Here, get another. They're making you more and more broke. You know, we have to change that mindset. That is the broke mindset. That it doesn't matter how much debt that I'm acquiring. You know, number one is that we have to change that mindset. It does matter. We have to develop a mindset that we want to improve the way that we view ourselves, and that we are not, our value of ourselves is not about the clothes that we wear and these material items. We want to acquire things that help us create income. So even if we are getting education, it has to be reasonable. It has to be worth it. It has to be a return on our investment. So that we're going into debt, and you know that you're getting a degree in something that is not going to give you a salary that is going to give you the ability to pay off that loan in a reasonable amount of years. No, and your income, is not going to be high. Like, you're going to go into $100,000 of debt, and your approximate salary for that job is going to be, $40,000. Know that, do you really feel like you should be going into that type of debt? No, is there another way for you to get that? Could you consider staying in state? Could you consider doing community college for the first 2 years? Could you consider, like, that's that mindset of, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do I need to get smart as I can, as young as I can. I need to get this wealth mindset as early on as I can. And my daughter was saying that one of her classmates, he has a truck, her high school classmates, like, he has a truck and he power washes cars, you know, a white young man. And that's what he does, like, has his own business. She was like, Mom, he has business cards and everything. She was like, it's a nice truck. And power washes houses and everything. She was like, yeah. I said, yeah, I can see him doing that. He has like a really big personality. He had, like, that really outstanding personality, salesmanship, in high school. And I can see that he'll have a bit of loan. He's going out there making money. And by the time his classmates get out of just 4 years, he's going to be making more than, most of them, like, just come and trying to get their jobs. His business, and he might have, a whole bunch of trucks going by then, and doing more than that by then. Like, but he's like, had that vision, had somebody that believed in him, because his father was in sales too, and they're moving on forward with that. But that's that wealth mentality, not that we too often just get into this. We've got to do everything a certain way and think that everything has to be done the same way in order to get it done, because that's how everybody else has done it on Facebook. Everybody else's kid is going to this way. Everybody else's kid is doing it this way. So you feel like your kid has to do it this way. And I'm like, good for them for not feeling like their, son has to do it that way, because all the other, white kids that, they could have fallen into that, are doing it that way. They're like, no, my son, is a great salesperson. He has great personality, much confidence. He can go out there and do this. And he's doing it. And, like, so I feel that we need to grab on to what comes naturally to us, and get that into our money mindset. as quickly as possible. That our money needs to be spent on things that want, number one, mindset. That all every the more of our money that is spent on things that will create income, on assets that create income, the wealthier that we will be. You know, how much of your money is just spent on clothes, hair, overpriced cars, too much house, too much vacation, too much, you know. So when you don't have the portfolio that you want to have, or don't have the wealth that you want to have, or don't have the emergency fund that you feel like you should have, it's, you know why, as long as you understand why. But if you refuse to be broke, we have to develop the mindset that I'm responsible for my wealth. Correct? You have to be individually responsible for your wealth. The person that is wealthy does not look around and try to blame anything on anybody else. Broke people, think about your broke friends. Think about your broke friends. And what do they always do? Always have an excuse for why they broke. It's always somebody else's fault. Always tell the truth. It's always somebody else's fault. Well, what happened was, right? Seriously. And all y'all out there and chatting too, tell the truth. Like every time your broke friends want something from you, they blame it on somebody else. What happened? It's their mindset. Somebody did something to them. Something happened to them. Not it's, you know what I'm saying? If they were just, yes. As David said, the broke friends want to borrow money all the time. Yes. Because of what? You know what I'm saying? Or what happened was that mindset. It's actually bad for you to hang around that type of person. It's bad for you to hang around the type of person who is okay with being broke and the broke person, because it's contagious. It's contagious because you will develop that mindset. Like, because I don't even understand why they are comfortable being around you, because eventually they don't like being around me. Eventually they're going to kick me to the curb. It always happens. It always happens. There's absolutely no way. It always happens. And I don't even know why I do it to myself. But I always like feel that anybody will be happy to be around me and that I can be around anybody. So like, so I will be around anybody. But I am the type of person who is not going the other way. So they can be as broke as they want to be. You can be as bad as you want to be. You can do all the bad things that you want to do. I'm not giving in. So I think some people with bad habits think that eventually I know she's going to give in. Like when I went to college, they said, you will not get out of the University of Virginia without taking a drink. I said, oh, sucker pie, sucker, you ain't never met me. You see what happened. I did not take not near drink out of that University of Virginia. You ain't said nothing but a thing. It didn't happen. You dealing with the wrong mama jamma. I ain't gonna do it. You can't pull me down. So you know if somebody say some shit about something I did, you know somebody did some shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Because as grown as I am, they ain't got me yet. But so eventually, they will leave me alone. They gonna leave me alone because they can't. You know what I'm saying? They will leave alone because they can't win. Misery loves company, and if you're not gonna join them, they will leave you alone. So I just don't understand why the broke people still hanging with you, Miss Davis. They should be leaving you alone by now. That's something you need. You need to get. We need a confessional.
No, they basically left me alone because
Oh,
they don't
okay.
get anywhere with me, and I'm too busy. I got two jobs. I'm too busy working, so half the time they just go on to somebody else. You know, they've learned me now. They know. She's not gonna budge.
So
They're
it's
busy
like
asking though.
the numbers are down. It came down to like once every 6 months now, right? It's like it's less. It's like no, she's not giving in. She's not giving in, right? It used to be like once a week, and then it was once a month, then like you know once every 2 months, and yeah, it's just like slows down. But yeah, that's what it should be exactly because it's just like yeah, you should be rejected. You should take it as a compliment that they just don't like you no more because it's like you are just having a different mindset and they are sick of you. You should be flattered that they are sick of you and your positive wealth moving forward won't give in to nonsense mindset. That's flattery. And you should say, your disgust with me is a compliment. Right, Ms. Reed? Your lack your lack of interest in my commitment to success is a compliment. There you go. Thank you. And then, like, my second point is we need. Okay, first is changing your mindset, improving the way that you view yourself, going into beast mode. You know that should be your hashtag. Hashtag beast mode. You refuse to be broke. You know what I'm saying? Miss Davis, Mr. Jones, like we should just hashtag beast mode for the rest of the year. Just throw it down. That's exactly. Beast mode, refuse to be broke. We need to go to the to the Federal Reserve and let them know. Leave the stock market alone. Hashtag beast mode. Leave us alone. Leave it alone. That's right. Look at Shatera. Shatera like abandoned us. She just abandoned us. I can't believe it. I don't know what happened. What happened? She just left us out there. I'm scared to let her because she might hurt me again. She just abandons me at any time randomly, randomly. And number two is like update the way and we're talking about refusing to be broke. You know, like sometimes people get carried away about the way you try to see. You see what she did? Exact. Turned off the camera. She's off. Boop. Just like that. Shut me down. Update the way you view retirement. You know, like people shouldn't see retirement that way. Of like, back in the day, retirement didn't even exist. Like we have to update the way we view retirement and just see, that another phase in our life, like that we're stopping one phase of our life and moving into another phase of our life. Yes, like Ms. Davis said, like, being broke is against her religion. Exactly. But that if you are worried that if you retire that you would be broke, then don't think about retirement. Just think of planning for different phases of your life. And you might like slow down your working. You might leave one of your jobs and work less, stuff like that. But you don't have to, um, think that you are going to completely stop working ever. You could just work less at different times. But at every point of our life, we need to think about being financially independent and how are we going to accumulate enough assets that will feed you and take care of you and provide income for you for at any time in your life. You want to be financially independent all the time. And then also, like, stop seeking comfort. My third point is don't try to be comfortable. What do you think I might mean by that? You know, Shatara, what do I mean by that? Like when refusing to be broke, like, you have to stop seeking comfort. You know, what do you think I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
but so I think taking on like taking on the thing, like if you know you have a certain skill, how can you use that to maybe bring sometimes it might be a little discipline yourself, you to maybe not certification or a program that will kind of younger. So I'm still kind of working and thinking always thinking about how I can use the skills to make more passive income. And that's what I think about not being comfortable sometimes, when you're really making adjustments and have a family. And like you said, you're thinking about retirement. You're retired, when you're going to be living with.
that's right. I don't know how we lost her. Exactly. That's funny because I said she leave me anytime and then it flipped her out. the that was probably just a signal, the Wi-Fi. But like just stop seeking comfortable. My thing is get comfortable, get comfort. I know, right? I jinxed you
I'm sorry.
because of talking
I
about.
don't.
I know, talking about you leaving me and just walking,
I
like
know.
just
And
just
that's literally what
did
happened.
you like that.
Do it
Yeah,
again.
and like, black. I know. And take that, JB. And but like I always say, like, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I kind of feel like the working from home for a lot of people, like you don't work from home, but a lot of people now work from home. And I think that it's a setup
I
because
I think so
people,
too.
yeah, like people are, yeah, like when they want to fire people that work from home, they just go, bye. They just let them go. And because they're not emotionally, I know several people who have been let go while working from home over the last few years. Like, and so we have to be very careful while working from home to get uncomfortable and go into that office, check in with them regularly, get in front of their face, make sure you're emotionally attached to them, keep keep that involvement, keep that relationship with them or with other places, but keep your skills up, your communication skills up with your workplace. Don't just become a login number that becomes easy for them to let go when they want to save some money, cut down and make get their earnings up. Because now it's post COVID and now it's all about getting their numbers up, getting their earnings, so it's you want to don't get uncomfortable, get make sure that you are doing more, do more, because there's people, everything that was in favor, like as employees, you were in charge during the COVID. They were desperate looking for people. Now employers have the upper hand and they're letting people go, especially in financial services and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm seeing headlines all the time. so-and-so company let 2,000 people go. And we're talking about people making 6 digits plus, cutting them. Boom, boom, boom. And nobody cares. So it's time for us to look alive. And if you refuse to be broke, get uncomfortable with creating, as Shatara mentioned, keeping your skills updated, keeping your resume updated, keeping your resume out there, getting to know people, getting into the workplace, offering to go in. Don't hide from them. Don't hide. I know it's like you feel like, oh, it's an honor and a privilege. I get to work from home. That's nice. They're not letting you do it to be nice to you. Believe me. We're not. Employers only do stuff for their benefit. Believe me.
Yeah,
We
you
have
made
to
a good point about networking. Is a good point. I've been looking at going into the new year. How networking has been since things are starting to open back up, but I haven't really worked. But yeah, that's definitely something to do next year in 2023.
Yeah, just get comfortable being uncomfortable. Even as an entrepreneur, I have to constantly push myself to be on top of my game and be uncomfortable. The I have been in business since 1995. There's no reason for me to be doing all the stuff that I do. I don't have to do that, but I have to do it. you know, I have to do it. I don't have to do it, but I have to do it. McDonald's don't have to run commercials, but they have to do it. You have to do it. You have to keep yourself relevant. You have to do it. You want to get out there, you have to do it. You just have to do it. And it's in the industry and in a world that is constantly changing like this, you got to stay on top of this. You got to stay on top of it. We have to. And if you want to make an impact, I decided a long time ago that I wanted to be the most highly recognized financial advisor, Black financial advisor in the world. And I haven't achieved it yet. That's what I want. That's what I want. We have you know, people doing stuff and having more subscribers. And the ones who get the most subscribers and the most likes, they can't even help people open up an IRA. They don't even have a license. That's how lost our community is. And until our community knows that I am the one that's regulated, the one that's licensed, the one that is required by law to look out for their best interests, by law required. Until I get that point across, I haven't done it. I haven't done it. We don't get it yet. We're still thinking that the one that gets up there and talks about stuff, and it sounds the best and most eloquent and just talks about, I don't know, what Kanye did yesterday, you know what I mean, is the best financial advisor. Now, I don't care about what Kanye did yesterday. That has nothing to do with your financial future. But there's somebody out there getting click, 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 click. And we're like, yeah, they know everything about wealth. But we need to realize we got to get our mindset right. We need to be focused on staying uncomfortable, getting in that workplace, getting in touch with our financial options at work, and coming to a licensed financial advisor and getting help on how to choose those things at work. and how to maximize it. That's it. And Kanye West and his sweatshirts ain't gonna make a difference in our financial future. But Kanye's a billionaire regardless. My goodness, ain't he? My goodness. Let's look at the I don't know. And they weren't even nice sweatshirts. Ever seen some ugly hoodies get that much attention? And he had on flip-flops and socks and ugly hoodies all over the world TV. And a fashion show, no doubt.
I haven't seen it.
Only in America. You did not miss a thing. They were, I'm telling you, regular hoodies you could have made in your on your living room table, iron press on, with the letters like you and your daughter would have made for like Halloween. Press on letters. He had on socks and flip flops and some sweatpants. I don't know what the rest of his clothes look like. Miss Golightly said the other clothes were ugly too. Kanye, goodness gracious, all over television. I can't get on TV for nothing. Socks. At least he could have just had his toes out. I can't get past the socks.
I'm gonna have to see that because I haven't even been
When
watching
you see
TV.
him, and then the girl, what's her name? He was holding her hand. And the girl had on one of his sweatshirts too. Candace had on the sweatshirt too. And her press on thing. I was like, he could have at least made nice sweatshirts. Look, Mr. Jones don't know nothing about it. All over national TV, Mr. Jones missed the whole thing. He was watching the sports channel.
I heard it on the radio this morning. I didn't want to Google it or nothing. I heard it on the radio this
They
morning
kept
though.
popping up on everything. I was like, if they
Yeah.
keep popping this up,
When I heard what the shirt said, I didn't want to see anything.
exactly, it was like, I was like, true, okay. And the shirt's like all messed up.
So I just heard about it. I haven't seen anything.
Needed something else. Yeah, but it didn't like cause me like any duress at all for have White Lives Matter on a sweatshirt. I was like, yes, White Lives Matter. Okay. Okay. Carry on. How you get all this TV time? Black Lives Matter didn't get all that TV time. It's like they was like, wow, Kanye. I was like, I don't know. With the flip flops, he took away from his whole thing. So so stop seeking comfort. And then a 4 point, challenge yourself daily to be more creative. Look, Kanye, be more creative. Now, one thing I guess he was creative because he did get all that TV time. So challenge it, but we never did see any good fashion. That's the hard part. The fashion was not creative.
You know the sad part, JB? I don't think he was actually trying to get TV time, but media gave it to him.
Mm. I know he was trying to get TV time.
Could have been.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to get TV time or psych time or something.
Psych time.
Yeah. Time in the hospital or something. But he was trying to get time. Poor thing. Oh no, like I'm worried about him. And so challenge yourself daily to be more creative and create more income. Now that's the thing. Did he create more income by doing that? That would be the thing. Sometimes you can be more creative, but did it create more income? That's the challenge.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
right? Because you could have cut himself off. He could have reduced his income. No, because we want to be creative, but did he get that part of the formula? And as with, a lot of this, what he's going through, which I was the first to celebrate, his relationship with the clothing line. And now he cut off his relationship with the clothing line. So they said, you can't show your line of clothes. So that's why he's coming out with this ugly line of clothes, because it can't look like his other line of clothes. Because of this other of his relation, he broke his ties with that other brand. So the original, those Yay clothes, I don't even think he can use that name Yay on these clothes. But I think he should have put more thought into developing a relationship with another brand, knowing his own personality. Because he's so, yeah, right? That's amazing. Miss Go Lightly. I was saying he's so confused, and she typed up, he's so confused. Now when you have soul ties, because me and Miss Go Lightly definitely have soul ties. We were said the exact same thing. But we'll do that because we'll text each other at the same time too. But when she said he's so confused. He's so confused. He is so confused. He is. And he's so like he's like his mother. I think his mother was his soul tie, and she kept him in tune with himself. And if you don't have that, like it is how it has to be hard. It has to be hard, like having someone to tell you, because I know that would be difficult for me to develop a relationship with, like, say, Fidelity with Afro economics. And then, they start telling me what to do with Afro economics. And even though it's an opportunity, and it'll be like JV Bryan, she's a billionaire because she's the Fidelity with that, you know what I'm saying? And then I would back out. I would do what he did because I would be like, they're trying to get me to, you know what I mean, do something that I didn't want to do. So I would know I shouldn't have done that in the beginning. So that's what happened with him. His mother would have told him, you know how you are, Kanye. Like, and you all would have told me, you know how you are, JB. Like, you know what I'm saying? You cannot hook up with something like that because they're gonna try to tell you what to do, and you have been your whole life doing what you want to do. You're not gonna go for it, and he is not gonna go for it. But there was nobody to tell him you can't do that. Except for his friend Sway, or I think it's Sway or something, told him, Kanye, don't do this. And he said, Kanye, just do it yourself. And doing it ourselves is enough. It's enough. You might not get the billion, but you get the freedom. You know what I'm saying? You get the freedom. And in exchange for the billion, the freedom, or how much is your freedom? So right now, Kanye is telling us how valuable his freedom is to him. He's saying, I want to do whatever I want to do. That's why he's acting out like this. Because he's saying, I do whatever I want to do. I say whatever I want to say. And that's why he's doing these, what appears to us to be extreme. But how much is it costing you? He doesn't really care, because something happened to him so bad that it's worth this price. It's worth this price. Like, it's not about money. It's about freedom. And I don't know if y'all ever have been through something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you can tell, like, it's about freedom. Like, he just wants to have the freedom to express himself. And that's what he's doing. How much is it going to cost him? Because he's the black man, like he could end up in an insane asylum. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? They could put him in, a psych ward. Because they're not comfortable. The society is not comfortable with black men or black people in general, you know what I mean, expressing themselves like this. And so he just, has to be ready for the consequences of his behavior. Yeah. And so like they say, like, at what price? At what price? Yeah. Yeah. So becoming performance based, the and I don't believe that you have to sell your soul in order to refuse to be broke. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's not what I'm referring to here. I don't believe that. I believe that we should move away from selling our soul. And that's why I don't believe in debt. Because I believe that when we go into debt, that's when we go into selling our soul. Because I believe that debt is a soul exchange. Because debt becomes, how much of myself do I have to sacrifice in order to make sure that this commitment is kept? Like, so when you buy something that requires more than you can pay by yourself, and the two of you, one of you gets sick, then what are you gonna do? No, what are you gonna do? So if you are going to be there for one another, then you don't need to buy something that requires both incomes. You should buy something if you want to both, you look out for the interest of you both. And you're like, we gotta look out for each other. Then we should buy something that only requires the income of one of us. So that if one of us is ill, then we're going to be okay. We're going to have a roof. But instead, we buy these things because we're told, well, if you both put in, if we do it based on both incomes, then you can get this much and you fall for it. But you're not thinking about that puts both of you, under so much stress. It puts the household under so much stress. And things can happen. I miss when I said Kanye has on socks. Miss Charles said maybe he has ugly toes. I bet he does. But he does right. I know he put them socks on. The socks were ugly. The so the so definitely it was about that you can refuse to be broke and still make sure that you're looking out for the best interest of your family. Like that's part of that commitment of refusing to be broke. Refusing to be broke has absolutely nothing to do with materialism. It's moving away from materialism. It's not about that. Not about materialism. Refuse to be broke. We're talking about that we're living within our means and we are making sure that we have an accountability factor. We're taking care of responsibilities, and we're not, by any means driven by appearances. We're just taking care of responsibilities, and we're accountable, and we have a mindset of buying things that produce income, not buying things that are based on impressing somebody else. Right? No, we don't do that. So a 6 point is use debt to create income, not for pleasure. You don't use debt to take vacation, because business debt is tax deductible. So debt that is incurred in order to buy assets that create income is debt that you can write off on your taxes. So you're not using debt like, your credit cards to just buy stuff. This is refusing to be broke. A 7th point is detox. And then so just know that saying everything in moderation is bullshit. That I don't believe in that. That everything in moderation. I have never yet seen anybody who did crack in moderation and it was okay. Everything in moderation. Like, who in the world? And people keep saying it. I hope the next time you hear it, like, you cringe. Like, everything in moderation. What are they talking about? Everything in moderation. No. Everything in moderation. No. Everything in moderation. People go to like Wawa's for subs and stuff. Everything in moderation. No. We never eat at Wawa's. No. Wawa's is not for consumption. Wawa's is for gas. I knew I was losing it when I was going to Wawa's to eat breakfast. I was like, what in the world? This is not what I do. I've lost my mind. And I'm over here, my daughter's looking at me. I felt like I was a crackhead. I was like, my child is seeing me. I'm eating the Wawa's. I've lost my everlasting mind. Oh, these little. Oh, it's over for me. You can pull yourself out the gutter. What did this guy say one time to me? He said, JB, get your mind out the gutter and jump in this dumpster with me. Look, I thought that was so funny. And I was like, no. But it was funny. But no. That is funny. But we have to detox. Refuse to be broke. A big part of it is getting rid of stuff that is holding us back. Detox. Clean it out. And look, and the hardest part of detoxing is detoxing. And you don't need no detox tea. And you don't need no detox packet. And you don't need no detox. To detox, you don't need to buy anything to detox. You don't need a detox to detox. To detox, all you need to do is to get rid of toxins. You know how much money they make on detox? Buy my detox. Well, I do not need to buy anything to detox. Detox just by detoxing. To untoxin yourself. That's it. Stop doing toxins. That's the detox. Ain't that something, Mr. Jones? They get you to buy stuff to detox. All you gotta do is just untox.
Well, JB, they'll sell you anything, and people will buy it. People
If
will
you
buy
buy
it.
it, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to be a detox tea specialist, just buying it exactly. and then go back and eat the same thing all over again. And just like look, just then go buy some tea and poop again, then go back and eat the stuff all over again, then buy the tea and poop again, then go back and eat the stuff all over again. You have to stop it. You cannot do it. All we have to do is, I said it. What did I say? When I did it, you remember, Miss Jones, I said, I'm not eating any more processed foods. That's the detox. And it ain't cost me a thing. Actually saved money. That's it.
It was free and it was healthy.
Free and healthy.
Uh,
Free and healthy weight loss plan. Free and
Boom.
healthy. Lost almost 40 pounds. Lost 2 more pounds last week. Wasn't even trying.
Mm.
Just keeps doing it. And you don't, and after what, you just don't even get hungry anymore. Now I have to like make myself eat. That's all we have to do. Just stay away from that stuff. I don't even want to go around it now. Like you just look at everything different. But then you start wanting better for yourself, and everything starts coming at you faster. And everything that you have to do for work comes at you easier. You're processing information faster because your body is functioning better. And then you're waking up and you're sleeping better. I'm not even making this stuff up.
Mhm. Mhm.
And when it's just the toxins are just gone and it's free. You don't have to be giving anybody any more money anymore. And then you're just, but you're, so you're keeping that money in your pocket, and then you're feeling better at work, and then you're making more money because you feel better. I don't have any makeup on my face. Your skin's feeling better. Come on, y'all. Yep, we can do this. We can do this. Refuse to be broke, and you just start cleaning out the bad habits that are holding you back, and now it's just you and you go like now when I just lay down to sleep, I just lay down to sleep. I don't even want the television on, and I just go to sleep. Wake up 4 o'clock, I'm in the gym, and I'm preparing for another competition in November. Boom. Thank you. Yeah, I just, we can do this. We can do this. And the year is going to be ending. We need to be pulling together all of our tax information. We need to be looking at all of our financial stuff. You need to be thinking about your financial position. Your September quarterly statement's going to be coming in. You won't feel overwhelmed with that stuff like we used to be in previous years because we got this toxin stuff out of our system. And the holidays are coming around, and people are going to be feeling all fat in their clothes and stuff. I haven't been able to wear this shirt in like 5 years, probably. I was just in my closet. I was like, let me put this on. So I saved money. I can't even believe it can button. And people think when when you lifting weights and stuff that you get muscles and you won't be able to put your clothes on, but that's not true. Here I am, stronger than ever, and I'm wearing smaller clothes. No, like it's no, fat takes up more space. Like uh-uh, we get we can do this. Cut the toxins out, and it's gonna clear out of our head. And even I don't care how legal they make marijuana, we can't take it. Mr. Mr. Jones, like what you say? You have prescription. You have prescription. Unless you have prescription, no recreation, no recreation, no recreation marijuana. But it's true. There is a difference.
I am a card carrying member. Yes, I am.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference. A lot of people are just recreation users. Like, y'all can't do that.
No, I haven't for my injury.
Thank you.
For my pain,
Exactly.
yes.
And a lot of NFL players and stuff have taken
Mm,
now, you know what I mean, for injuries. It's true. And you are hurt at work.
yes, I was. Yes.
Come on, y'all. Just like NFL players, and they have proof and children with seizures. It's a form of medicine. It's a form of medicine. So I can appreciate that. Mad respect. It's so true. It's so true, and much better than a lot of those chemicals. So and that's a much better than a lot of the toxic things that you could become addicted to. That so I'm glad to see that you looked at alternative medicine and the and detoxing, y'all. So, eighth point is to make sure that you are celebrated. You know, we do too much time having a team around us that only tolerates us. Have a team that celebrates you. We really could do a better job of making sure that we are loved, so that our confidence will be on point. That it makes a difference when you go into the workplace, or especially if you're an entrepreneur. You need to feel good about yourself. You need to feel confident. You need to know you're enough. You need to know you got it going on. You need to celebrate it. You need to have, if there's anybody whispering in your ear, they need to be your cheerleader. They need to be saying, Mr. Jones, you're the best. You're the greatest, Shatera. Oh my God, you're the most beautiful woman in all the world, Miss Davis. You got it. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, you need to have that in your space. If you don't have that in your space, you need to detox your space. Queen Howard, we need to be very conscious of that. If you will be broke if your team is pulling you down. And a lot of people don't take that seriously. But if your team is jacked up, you can't win. You can't win. And our ninth point is identify the areas that you need to work on and put in the work to improve that skill set that Shatira said. Identify the areas that need work and put in the work that needs to be done. And my final point is that at minimum, 80% of our day needs to be productive with calls, service, goals, strategy, continuing ed, health, our healthy meals, prayer, meditation. The 80% or more of our day needs to be productive. Are we doing that? Are you doing that? You need to make sure that you're doing that. Like, even if you're not actively working right now, Ms. Reed, like you were saying that you're retired, Ms. Reed, but it's still important that your day be productive, like that you're walking, that you're doing healthy meals, that you're in the garden, that you're reading, that you're learning a new skill, that you're, like that you have still a responsibility to be writing short stories like Mr. Jones is, like doing something that is improving the world as you know it each day. What is your commitment? No, at least 80%. And I don't care if you think that's extreme, because I want to be there. I want to be extreme. I want you to see me as extreme. Any points before any questions before y'all leave me? I want to be unapologetically extreme. What y'all think? Right?
You're that. You're already that.
It's good. I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up. This is just a precursor for 2023. I'm going in 2023. I'm going. I'm going. Refuse to be broke. Wow. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Right. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Golightly. Yeah. And I'm coming to Atlanta, and I'm going to a Lil Baby concert too. And I'm gonna give me some VIP passes. I'm gonna be in the back. You gonna be like, ah! I'll be like, ah! You're like, oh, get money, get money. They'll be like, oh my god. You were like, oh, I saw him. Where did I see him? I think I was in Miami when I saw Lil Baby. And he's like, his body is like really nice. He has a nice body. He's like real long in the middle. Like I was like, yep, I'm gonna be shaped like him too when I see him. He gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, you're my role model. When I grow up, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna be big baby. He gonna be little baby. I'm coming, Miss Davis. Mr. Jones, you coming with me? We going. We
Where you
going there.
going?
We're going to Atlanta.
When?
I don't know. We gotta find a Lil Baby concert. He might come to DC really before he goes to Atlanta. That's where he's from, Atlanta.
Yeah, I knew that.
So he might not. We might have to go to his house. Let's go to his house.
Not gonna do that with you, but
Let's wait out front.
but my question is, do you have the details on your next coming competition for November yet?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool.
Yes, it too. I'm not inviting everybody else, though. I ain't inviting everybody else.
Just the crew? Just the crew?
No, just you. Just you so I can focus. I'm gonna be focused. I'm gonna be good.
You was good last time, JP. You was great.
I'm gonna be focused because I was distracted last time. I got going in and I'm getting my squat right. I'm going in. I'm going in.
You got this. You got that.
Yes. Well, I was sending y'all the info. He asked about the my powerlifting competition for November. But I would share it with everyone in Afroeconomics as well. I can't send that, but no, I'm not. I'm not sending it out. I just said that I'm not sending it out. Y'all ain't gonna be distracting me. I have to focus. I was over there. I was distracted last time. There's nothing like getting disqualified where everybody's seeing you. He's like, all that happened and we weren't even there. So what's your excuse? I don't know. Because I got all those fouls before y'all even got there. I actually did better when y'all got there than when I was y'all. So maybe I should get y'all to come because I did better when y'all got there. I calmed down.
All I can say is pack your socks this time.
True.
Pack your socks.
Yes, indeed. Well, I thank God for y'all. Family is good. I'm blessed to have y'all. Thank you and thank God for y'all. And look, when I start my song, don't be talking through Lil Baby. Don't talk. Y'all go home. Don't disrespect Lil Baby. Okay? I'm starting the music. All right.
All right. See you later.
I'm just joking. Have a good night. Good to see you. Love you. Y'all have a good night. Goodbye. That's right. Don't you say a word. Good.
Good night, everybody.